Okay, hello everybody. It's Mark Sage, Executive Director of the AR for Enterprise Alliance, the area with you again. And I'm really excited to be here today to talk about some of the new content that we've just been working with within our Human Factors Committee. And she's with me today, Dr. Jessyca Derby. Jessyca, thank you very much for being with us. So you have been amazing and created what you've called, and I think it's a great title, augmented reality and mixed reality heuristic checklist, which actually the kind of code word or the thing we're going to be calling it is the Derby Dozen, which I absolutely love. Can you tell me what it is, please?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for having me here today. So the Derby Dozen is the toolkit itself. So a Excel file that includes the validated usability heuristic checklist, as well as a automated results summary of the checklist. It's meant for AR and MR design, hardware, and software evaluation. It can be used to evaluate any type of AR, MR app or hardware, included head-mounted displays, mobile, different use cases. We really didn't want it to be limited to any certain domain. And it allows researchers, developers, and designers to take a critical look at their application or hardware and learn where its usability and experience for users thrives and where targeted improvements can be made to the design.
Fantastic. So kind of just playing a little bit on that. So why and when would you want to use the tool?
Absolutely. So you could use this tool when in the design process, either once you have a prototype of the design, or what I would truly recommend is through an iterative process of the design as you're creating it. It can provide targeted actionable items for you to make changes to improve the usability of the design, or this could be used an entirely different way as well for teams as a comparison tool when comparing different platforms, applications, or devices to deploy across your company. For example, you could evaluate an application on different head-mounted displays or even a mobile device you're debating about getting and see which scores better for the most user-friendly option before choosing a deployment option.
Well, that's amazing. So kind of summarize that a little bit. It could be providers that go through their design process and working out the best way to deliver certain functions and activities. It could be for companies looking to evaluate the different AR solutions that are available. And also you mentioned kind of researchers and maybe universities are looking at a way to kind of actually factually measure different potential solutions and look at the different usability and things like that. So it's kind of quite a wide range of different uses for the tool.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Okay, so the last question is, can you tell me, we know you've been working on this for a while, it's the part of your dissertation and stuff like that. Can you tell me the kind of research and the depth that you've gone into to make this tool deliver what it is today?
Yeah, so it's been an incredible journey. This started back up in, 2019. And it was a very intense research-based validation process. So spending years diving into the research literature, learning the key components that impact the usability and experience of augmented and mixed reality design, both on the hardware side and software side. Different aspects and features, including collaborative features and comfort and everything from the unboxing experience to packaging up and maintaining the device. So I followed a validated process for creating usability heuristic checklist by Kionis and Rusu. And it involved, like I mentioned, a deep, rich dive into the literature, as well as a validation portion where we got feedback from experts in the field about how comprehensive the checklist was and how accurate it was and useful. And then validating it by practicing heuristics, a heuristic evaluation with different applications and testing that against actual usability studies with the same applications and devices to see, does this heuristic checklist actually provide an overview of the factors that we found were a big impact in usability studies? How does that compare? And it did really well. It was a lengthy validation process. Like I mentioned, we tried with so many different things, so much hardware, different head-mounted displays, smart glasses, mobile devices, and different types of applications. So everything from medical applications to training apps, navigation apps, AR and MR games, and collaborative prototyping apps. So we wanted to make sure if we could say that this can be used for a variety of different use cases and devices, that we covered that in the validation process.
Jessyca, it's amazing. Thank you so much. The tool will be available, download from the area website, and we'll be developing it based on, excuse me, and this is something we ask for the people using the tool, is provide your feedback. There'll be an email there. It's something we can evolve. But thank you for all the amazing work that you put into it. We're really looking forward to getting it out into the wider AR and MR ecosystem and, as I say, improving it. But it's a fantastic piece of work. Thank you very much indeed.
Absolutely, and thank you for sharing. I'm just trying to provide it out to the world in order to make our experiences even better.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jessyca.